This is Eric with Denver Property Flip, and I wanted to review with you today a property that we're about to sell. It's going to sell in a couple days at the end of this week on Friday, and it's going to sell for the very top of the market. And I thought I could show you some pictures of the house that we fixed up and flipped and point out some of the reasons why we're going to be able to sell our house at the top of the market and compare that with some of the houses near us that are selling for less, and point out the reasons why those houses are going to sell for less and ours is going to sell for more, and some of the things that those houses could have had done to them that sold for less so that they could have sold up at this higher price point that we had. Now, this house that we're about to look at, the sales price is $325,000. That is on the lower end for the Denver market. We're doing houses. We've got one that's going to close in a couple weeks for $565,000. I've got another one that's going to go on the market in about a week. That's going to be at $475,000. Then I've got another house that we're working on that's about 2 weeks out from being done, and that's going to hit the market at $280,000. So we're all over the place. We do some higher end homes, we do some mid-grade homes, and we do some lower end homes, everywhere from Commerce City to Broomfield, Aurora, Centennial, everywhere in between. So in this video, we're looking at a house in Aurora. It's not that one. That's right across the street from ours. See, there we go. This house right here, 427 South Lima Circle. We put this house on the market on Friday the 22nd at 6 p.m. and we were under contract by Sunday, which is pretty common. Most of the time when we fix up houses, put them on the market, they sell in less than a week. They sell fast because people want them. But we listed at $320,000. We are under contract at $325,000. Here's the contract. If we scroll up to the top here, you see 427 South Lima Circle, and it's being purchased from us, Denver Property Flip. And here's the sales price at $325,000. So we buy houses ourselves and fix and flip them, and then we also flip houses that other people. We help other people flip their own houses. But this particular one, it's one we own. So let's look at some pictures quick so you can see what we've done to the house. So this particular house was built in the 70s, and this architecture with this covered awning that sticks out over the front door is a very 70s look. And since that's something that's not very cost effective to change, we're going to stay with the 70s look, and we went mid-century modern. We used mid-century modern colors and design and used it to make the front of the house look as appealing as possible. So let's see if I can go full screen here. There we go. We put new shutters on the house. We put this wood rain screen on the front of the house. It's very low cost things to change. We put a new front door on, a new light fixture, and then just repainted everything. All right, so let's go in. Here we had the house staged. It cost about $1,600 to stage this house, and you'll notice that there's not a whole lot of furniture, just a few pieces, and there are some accent parts, but not a lot. It's not cluttered, and that's very important. So you don't necessarily need to stage your house. If you've got your own furniture in your house and you're living there, that's great, but you're going to want to remove as much furniture as possible so you have a very minimal look here. You wouldn't want another couch here, even if the way most people live is too cluttered for staging a house. So have minimal. We do have some art on the wall. A couple pieces, piece here and a piece here, but there's not shelves and there's not knickknacks all over the place. It's minimalist. So here's the kitchen. What we did is there used to be a soffit across the top here, and you'll see from the other houses we look at, most of them still have the soffit. That's a drywall bump out above the cabinets, and most of the cabinets in this neighborhood are 32 inches high with that 1 foot drywall bump out above it. We ripped that out. We put in 42-inch uppers. It's always a good idea to either do 36-inch uppers with some crown molding or some 42-inch uppers, and it makes the kitchen look a lot higher end. So we did white quartz countertops. That's low cost. We did new stainless steel appliances. The whole package is under $3,000. The cabinets were around $24,000, and the countertop was about $2,000. So this whole kitchen was under $10,000. We have low cost light fixtures here and a Amazon faucet That was $70. So it doesn't cost a lot to really upgrade the kitchen, and you're going to get your money back in the kitchen. So if you want to, put $10,000 into your house and get 20 back, that's a great spot to spend your money. Other spot is the bathroom. Here's our bathroom. We put in a new subway tile surround. Subway tiles are low cost. It's about the lowest cost wall tile that you can get, but it's in style. It's high fashion. It's a great way to go. This is a laminated top, but with the rolled edges, it looks like it's real granite or real solid surface or real quartz, but it's not. It's just a wood countertop, and we have a surface mount sink here that we got off of Amazon with a waterfall faucet from Amazon and a low-cost mirror from Home Depot. So none of this costs a lot, but if you do it with the right design in mind, it looks high-end. And that's the key to getting up to 3 times your money back out of the house. Here's the basement. We just put in new carpet, $2,000 new carpet in the whole house. These are new light fixtures for a box. 2 of these is $20 at Home Depot, so no big deal there. So downstairs bathroom, we just stuck with the same design. And in this particular house, there was weeds all over the backyard, and so we had to till up all the dirt and put new sod in. That's not necessary in a lot of houses. In fact, it's normally not a good idea, but in this particular case, the backyard was so bad that we put the new sod in. All right, so that's our house. Let's now look at, this house is selling for $325. It's going to close in a couple days. Let's look at what the neighbors got from selling their house. So here's one like right across the street. 481 South Lima. They're also under contract. Now, I don't know what they're under contract for. It's not public knowledge yet, but I can tell you that they started off at $315. They ended up at $280, and they were on the market for nearly 3 months before going under contract. So my guess is they're under contract at $280 or maybe a little lower. And now keep in mind, this is right across the street, similar square footage. This is more above grade square footage than our house has. Ours is 920 up and 920 down, so we have total square feet more, but less above grade square footage, kind of a wash there. But they have dated marble tile floors. Those are not in anymore. Also, you'll notice it's a lot of furniture here. This is staged pretty good, the dining room area, but it's just the dated floors. They didn't have the modern gray walls with the white trim that pops against it. Here they have that soffit in there still, the one I was telling you that you should rip out. That'll make it look a lot nicer. But here's the soffit with the original 32-inch uppers and mismatched appliances, older. If they just would have spent a little bit of money, less than $3,000, could have had a stainless steel appliance package from Frigidaire. It depends on the grade of your house too. Now in this 300 range, it's perfect to get the Frigidaire stainless steel package. But if we were selling a house for like 900,000, we're going to want a little higher end appliances than that. See, they have a plastic laminate countertop here in the kitchen that's worth spending the money on the quartz. Granite is not worth the money in this price point. Quartz is. So they should have done that. They could have got a lot more from their house if they would have. Can't really see what's going on the walls on the shower there. They've got it closed off. The carpet looks older. Couple grand, they could have got all new carpet. Backyard looks fine. So, there's not that much difference between our house and this house. There's just a few tweaks that they should have done, and they could have got a lot more money back. In this case, I think if they spent $15,000 upgrading this house, I think they could have sold it for that $325 range just like we did. So, $45,000 difference, and they could have spent $15,000 to get that. That's a no-brainer. Let's look at some other houses. We got this one, less than a block away. They should have done the gray walls. Again, you could see through here, they got the soffit above the old cabinets. Some new cabinets, new appliances. It's the same thing here. We should have just got new countertop, new cabinets, new appliances. Take this soffit out, would have gone a long ways. And this one sold for $275. So, they left 50 grand on the table by not spending. This house probably needed about 20,000 because they've got laminate floors too. You can tell. Putting in some tile floors would have helped. All right, so we get the feel there. Let's look at a couple more. All right, let's look at this one here. 315,000. This is a good one. They got close to what we're asking for, and we'll notice they went with beige walls, but they did get rid of this. They put new cabinets in. They have 36-inch uppers with the crown molding. If they would have went with the gray walls, they could have got a little more money, I think. But you can tell they got the solid surface top. It's probably quartz with the undermount sink. They've got some sort of tile on the backsplash. The new cabinets with the crown molding, stainless steel appliances. If we look at the bathroom, same thing here. They got new cabinets. They got solid surface top. They got tile floors. They got a designer mirror up here. They're following the formula. But if they would have put in, if they didn't have this mess all over the place for one thing, and if they would have picked better colors, they could have got an extra 10 grand. I mean, that would have cost them nothing. If they just literally would have used different paint and picked up the house, I think that they could have sold this house for closer to 325. All right, here's one that sold for 310. Let's see what they're doing. They got $15,000 less than us. These are all similar square feet, by the way. They got the hardwood floors. They've got looks like, hard to tell from this picture. I think that's solid surface with the backsplash. They definitely have the older mismatched appliances. They should have spent a little more on appliances. They have new cabinets. They look good. If they would have went with 42-inch, or if they would have put crown molding on the top, it would have looked a lot better. They at least did get the stainless steel refrigerator there. These people tried. It's remodeled, but they left some money on the table. They could have just took this a little bit further and got 325. Instead, they kind of half-assed it, and they ended up with 310. So here we go. Here's a ranch. So this one's a lot like our house. This one's bigger though. An extra 400 square feet up and another 200 square feet down, so 600 square feet more than us. And they sold for $290. Wow. So my guess is there was something wrong with this house. This is kind of weird having this fireplace deal in the middle. I probably would have changed that, or at least painted the brick white. Kind of looks old. This is not the right style of flooring. I would have done an offset pattern with the grayer tile that's more in style. I would have picked a different backsplash here. This was really in style a few years ago, but it's out now. Looks like they went with the 32-inch uppers. If they would have went with 36 and crown or 42, it would look a lot better. But I'm going to guess that something's wrong with this house, or it wouldn't have sold for so. I bet there's structural issues, something else going on with this. But again, it wouldn't have cost hardly anything more. I mean, you just have to pay for the extra paint cuts. But if they would have done the flat white ceilings, and then they could have done the modern gray walls and the white trim, and the brown carpet the way they did, it would have looked a lot nicer, and it would have brought more money. Wouldn't barely cost them anything extra. Backyard just needs cleaned up. Just mow it. Would have looked a lot nicer. Maybe pick up whatever this is, throw it away, and mow what's there, and they would have been good to go. So, in any case, that's enough of them. Hopefully, you saw enough here to kind of start getting the picture that it doesn't cost a lot of money to get a house ready to sell at the top of the market. You just have to be smart about what you do with that money. And even if you don't have the money to pay for all the upgrades, we're willing to come in, pay for them, upgrade your house, get it sold, and then we'll get reimbursed for our fix-up costs at closing. So what this allows you to do is, so let's say we put $10,000 into your house and make it worth $30,000 more, you get to pocket that extra $20,000 just because you were smart enough to hire us instead of just a standard realtor. I mean, why would you just sell your house with a realtor when you could flip your house with Denver Property Flip? It doesn't make sense to leave money on the table. When you work with us, not only are you going to get that extra equity because of the fix-ups we do to your house before we get it sold, but you're also going to save money in real estate commissions because we only charge 4.8%, not the typical 6%. We're out to help you. I want this to be a win-win situation, and when you hire us, I will get you the very most money that I possibly can for your house. So if you have not set up an appointment yet, please click the button below and fill out your information. I'll call you back same day if possible, definitely by the next day. We'll set up an appointment. I'll go through your house. It will cost you nothing. I will tell you what upgrades I think will bring you the most cash, what those upgrades would cost, and about what your house would sell for after you make those upgrades. So why not just set up the appointment, have me come over, go through your house, and let you know, give you my expertise for free, let you know what I think you should do. So if you haven't already, click the button, set up an appointment, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for watching.